Thank you for being here as always. I'm extremely blessed by your presence and your energy. So, I've been talking this week about the need for each and every one of us to find our voice in what's been happening in our own way. I was reading a post at the beginning of the week where someone had written that if you're not being vocal, on social media, that you must not care. And I was very interested by that post because I think all of us care very bigly. That's a new word. We have a lot of care. We have enormous care. But each one of us presents that differently. And there is really an acceleration of what is called the school of life right now. I'm sure you all are feeling it as well as I am, that we are being asked to really study hard and learn bigger, which I think is incredible and important. And it's been told to us and taught to us that this is the time that this will happen, that everything will become accelerated. But in saying that, there is an important piece of this that each one of us need to have our hearts heard in the way that we are meant to be heard. So if someone is being very loud, it's really important for them to be loud. If somebody's being very soft and contemplative, that's really important for them to do that. If we go into our meditations, if we go into writing, into singing, into chanting, into whatever it is that is going to be our avenue to create more peace within ourselves and then offer that to the world, that's really important for us. And no one can tell anyone what is their approach to healing in the world right now. Your personal way of healing yourself and the world is extremely important. And that's what the teaching in the Gita, it's very clear. Do not walk somebody else's path. Choose to walk your own. And that means we're going to stumble, right? That means that we're going to say something that we didn't mean to say, or we're going to act in a way that we are going to learn, right? We're in this college of learning. And like I said, we're at a faster pace right now. We're being asked to learn. And thank God. Like this is the time that we need to do this, because to heal ourselves and to heal the world, we have to start to take these veils down, these coverings that we've placed over our minds, right? So thank God that things are coming to the surface and showing us how to be the person that we always thought ourselves to be, right? But we've been hiding, not knowing. We've been hiding. And so here we are placed in the world to do our work. But I want to tell you guys, you got to do it your way. You got to do it in a way that serves you, right? And if you're trying to walk somebody else's path and do it in a way that someone else is doing it, you're not going to be true to yourself and you'll suffer. So I have some questions that I want to ask you in your College of Learning this morning, and I did do that the other day as well. But go ahead and take Jnana Mudra. Just take your thumb and first finger to touch and lay it on your lap and close your eyes. The simplicity of Jnana Mudra, the simplicity of the mudra of wisdom. Any point in your day where you feel conflicted, where you feel like, I don't know the answer here, just bring that thumb and first finger to touch and breathe deeply so that we together can show up. We can protest. If that's what's in our hearts, get out there and be loud. Whatever is coming up for you to do that. And be really clear that you matter. Where you take this really matters. So the first question I have for you, in the school of learning, that's on a really fast track. Like it's almost like you just started it today and you're going to graduate tomorrow. That's how fast. And the first question is, what is it that you want to look at inside yourself? What's coming up for you right now? And maybe it's prejudice. Maybe it is. Maybe we're all in this place where we got this one thing in our face and we better take a look at it. Right? What is it that you need to take a look at? What's coming up for you right now? I want you to breathe with your thumb and first finger touching. I want you to invite the answers to move through you in any way they do. What is it that you want to look at in yourself? Maybe some of you are writing a whole lot, right? Maybe some of you are getting your poetry out into the world. Amazing. Amazing. You know, how can it be that loving at a bigger level isn't enough? How can that be? Second question I have for you. What gifts, which one of your gifts or many gifts are coming up for you right now? What gifts? I think of this as, you know, when I talk about in springtime when dandelions show up, right? And dandelions are such healing medicine for the liver. And during spring, liver cleansing is really important. So it pops up. So the same thing right now. Your gifts are popping up. They're showing you what's needed right now. That's what I want you to use for this revolution. What's coming up for you right now? Breathe, holding that thumb and first finger. Breathe. And the third question, which kind of is the same as the second one, but I think it sounds pretty groovy, is what is your soul medicine? What is your soul? What is the medicine you have for the world right now? What is your soul medicine? I'm going to do a little Kali chant for you just to open. So stay with those three thoughts as I chant Kali, because Kali is that energy, and I would have you do it with me, but it's a little tricky. Kali is that energy that brings us to the void. She destroys, brings us to the void, brings us to darkness so that we can reemerge into the light. She helps us destroy everything which is happening right now. Kali energy is huge right now, but the destruction is so essential so we can emerge back into the light. So I'm going to do a little mantra for you. Durga Jayanti Kali Cha Bhadrakali Mahudari Narasimhi Chavarahi Siddhidatri Sukaprara Durga Jayanti Kali Cha Bhadrakali Mahudari Narasimhi Chavarahi Siddhidatri Sukaprara Durga Jayanti Kali Cha Bhadrakali Mahudari Narasimhi Chavarahi Siddhidatri Sukaprara Siddhidatri Sukaprara. Bring your hands to your heart center. Chant the sound Om. Deep breath in. Om. Release your hands. Open your eyes. I am going to play my little playlist for you. The first two songs are Josh's, not his new songs, but his songs that he's been doing. And then I have some music that's just really quiet and on the heart level. It's more of an energetic kind of music to move our heart energy. So hopefully that'll come across for you guys. So go ahead, come onto your hands and knees and press back into child's pose. Tell me if it's too loud. Everybody wants you, but they don't want you the way I want you. Yeah, see, I want you. That's not too loud, right? And everybody loves you. Thanks, Jasmine. Don't love you the way I love you. Yeah, see, I love Good. From child's pose, come on up to your hands and knees. And start a little cat and cow.
Just tell me what you want out of your life. Feel I surprise you. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but yeah, I'm sure you've heard it all before, but I'm sure you've heard.
Start to do some hip circles here.
I just wanna tell you again, for me, everybody wants you, but they don't want you the way I want you. Yeah, see, I want you badly, and everybody loves you, but they
Beautiful, you guys.
the way I love you. Yeah, see, I love you.
And then press back to downward facing dog. What I love about Josh's music is it's very spiritual. Everything he talks about sounds almost like he's talking about having a relationship with a girl, but he's really talking about having a relationship with your heart, having a relationship with your soul. It's pretty sweet music. Good. Come forward to plank, please. Lower your right knee underneath your hip. Keep your left leg stretched out. Lower your heel. Take your left arm to the sky. Nice, Elliot. Yep. And then raise up that left leg. Inhale, lift it up. Now take your arm that's in the sky and raise it over your ear. Reach to the front of your mat. Reach. Get longer. Nice, Jen. Good. Lower back down. Crystal, beautiful downward facing dog. Good. And then come forward to plank and lower the second side down. Right heel comes to the mat. Yep. Gorgeous, you guys. Keep that navel drawn in. And then go ahead and take that arm, roll it over that ear. Raise that leg up, Michelle, beautiful. Nice, Meredith, Rhonda. And lower back down, downward facing dog. Sorry, guys. Good, come forward to plank and lower all the way down to your belly. Good, bring your arms out in front of you. Draw your navel in. So bring your arms out in front of you, not onto your elbows, Annetta. Just stretch your arms straight out. There you go. Pull your navel in. And then lift both halves of the body off the floor. Legs up, arms up. I know it's early. I know. I realize that. Arms up, legs nice, Heidi. Good. And then let the legs get heavy. Let them drop. And slide your hands by your rib cage and lift up into cobra. Beautiful, Ronnie. Nice, Lydia. And press back child's pose for just a breath. Linda, you're kind of off screen, but I know you're doing it beautiful too. And then rise up, downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, right foot steps forward, please. And then lift those arms high to the sky. Nice high lunge here, everybody. Nice, Susan, Nancy. Nice, Rhonda. And then go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back. Take a really big breath in, please. Really big breath right to your heart, like you're, wow, like big windstorm came in. Good. And then bow forward, please. Time to save your soul. Good. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Good. Forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Rise up into cobra. Take it up. Yeah. Press all the way back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward for a high lunge, please. Jane, I think you're in a different room today. I think it's funny. You guys should change rooms every time you see me so I can see your whole house by the end of this. Clasp your hands behind your back. If some of you are boring me, I've seen the same room. Inhale deeply, exhale, bow. I am one of those people that when I drive by somebody who, houses, I'd like to see inside. I love, not because I'm weird, just because I like to see the way people decorate. Good. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog. So Josh sent me some music to vibrational music that just works at a level to connect heart energy or to elevate heart energy. So we'll see. That's what I have playing for you now. Step your right foot forward, please. Open to Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. Slide that left arm down that left leg. Take that right arm up and back. Nice, Susan. Yep. Push that right knee forward. Keep it moving forward. Good, Andra. And then go ahead and straighten that front leg and reach for that ankle triangle pose. Trikonasana. Gorgeous. Awareness in your breath here. Awareness in your wingspan. And your arms expand, your heart expands. Pull that navel in. Touchdown, downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Maybe throw an Avashistasana here. Right hand holds you first. Maybe move right through the vinyasa. Gorgeous. When you're ready, take the left foot forward for Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Slide the right arm down your right leg. Take the left arm up and back. Nice, Allison. Beautiful, Tony. And then straighten that front leg and take it into triangle pose. Block or no block? Yeah. Again, can you feel from fingertip to fingertip that expansion? And then can you take that in? Can you draw that into yourself? Beautiful breath in here, please. Exhale, touchdown, downward facing dogs. We are all sun beings, moon beings, star beings. It's time that each and every being owns their light. Plank pose, please. Lower all the way down to your belly. Take your arms out in front of you. And rise up. Yes. Navel in. Arms up, legs up. Good. Drop your legs, get heavy. Slide your hands back. Rise up, cobra. Nice, Susan. Nice, Jen. Yeah, Anna, Andra. Press back, downward facing dog. Nice, Margie, Maren. Tony, where your screen froze, that was such a pretty picture. Where it froze, it was so pretty. If I had a moment, I would have taken a picture of it. It was a great freeze shot. We don't always have pretty freeze shots, do we? So I'd like to acknowledge the ones that are good. Good. Right foot forward when you're ready, please. Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Right forearm on right thigh, left arm over your ear. And then if you want to slide that right hand down to the floor, you're welcome to do that. Nice, Larry. Good, Jane. Yeah, always thinking of drawing those shoulders back. Gorgeous, Kim. And then come forward, Lilybell. Come forward into half moon pose. And feel that incredible sense of drawing those legs in toward each other. Good, and then just for fun, take that left leg and move it slightly forward and look at it. Tuck your head and look at that foot. Yeah, good, send it back, downward facing dog, beautiful. And take it through the vinyasa of your choice or none. Nice spread. Beautiful, Katrin. And when you're ready, don't rush it. Left foot forward, Virabhadrasana 2. Left forearm on left thigh, right arm over the ear, or take that a little bit deeper. That's up to you, but do not get stuck here. If you have your forearm on your thigh, Michelle, beautiful, push down into that thigh to lift that rib cage up, and then push back into your, Annetta, get a little bit more into your back leg. Lift that right hip a little higher. More into your back leg. Yeah, that back leg is really an important anchor. Nice, Tracy. Good, Susan, Stephanie. And then come forward into half moon. Power of your spine, the power of your breath. Beautiful. And the same way we did it on the other side, take that top leg, the leg that's up in the sky, move it slightly forward, tuck your chin in and take a look at it. I always say if you're in a pose and you can't move, you're not really in the pose and you're paralyzed. Good. Step back, downward facing dog. So it doesn't matter if you fall. And even falling allows muscles to engage. Roll forward to plank, lower down to your belly. Take your arms out in front of you, rise up, legs up, arms up. And then weighty legs, let the legs drop, slide the hands back to cobra. Nice, Angela, lift up. Beautiful, Alana Kim. Press back, take it into child. One breath, Lily Bell, beautiful. And then downward facing dog. Whatever your light is important, whether it's loud or soft. Right? Whether you're marching or you're being quiet in your home and sending love, it all matters. Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Standing forward bend. Everyone is here to heal in their own way. Good, hands on your hips, push down your legs, rise up to stand. Allow your arms to come to the side of you, turn your palms face forward, close your eyes, and breathe. You want to embody your wisdom here. Be the embodiment of your wisdom. Don't let anyone else tell you how you should be responding right now. Respond with your heart, my heart. Good. Hug your left knee into your chest. Good. Now reach your arms up to the sky. Lower your left knee just a little bit. Pull your shin forward, flex your foot. Yeah, that's it, Stephanie. Now here's the deal. Keep the knee bent though, Margie. Yeah, there you go. Good. So here's the deal, you guys. I want you to pull the navel in, but then I want you to push your butt back a little and get your sit bones to go wide. I want you to pull in your navel, but then push your butt back and get your sit bones to go wide. Try to keep your arms to the sky. Yeah. And then send that left leg back behind you for Virabhadrasana 3. Arms forward or back, that's up to you. Hands at your heart is perfect. Keep feeling that sense of the navel drawing in and the sit bones going wide. Good, and then bring that knee forward again. Without hugging the knee into the chest, bring that knee forward again. Flex that foot. Draw the knee down just a little bit away from the belly. Lift the chest a lot. And then lower that foot back down. Good. Take your right knee up. Breathe here. Speak well to yourself here. Draw that navel in. What happens when we draw the navel in is we happen to scoop that tail under too much. So press your butt back here. Take your arms to the sky. Press your butt back more. Sit bones wide. And then start to take that leg back behind you. Go slow. Go slow and breathe deep. That's it, Susan. You got it. And then start to bring that leg back forward again. You're going to draw that knee back in without bringing your hands to it. Draw the knee back in. Take those arms back up to the sky. Nice, Jessica. Pull the navel in. Send those sit bones back and wide. Go, go, go. And lower that foot back down. Bend your knees deeply here. Sit back to chair. Squeeze those outer shins in. Widen those inner knees. Good. Do prayer twist here to the right. And then see if you can lift that left leg up and send it back behind you. So a twisting Ardha Chandrasana with your elbow hooked over that knee. Try to keep it off the floor, Andrew. See if you could take it up off the floor just for fun. Right, again, that moment that you fall is very powerful. Nice, Allison. Bring that leg back up and then come back to chair. Beautiful. And then prayer twist to the left. Squeeze that navel in, but lift that heart a lot. Nice, Crystal. Good. Sometimes it's more effective to look down to the floor when you try to lift that right leg up and send it back behind you. Angela, you made that look very easy. Good. And then bring that leg back up and touch down, hands to the floor. Did you hold your breath through that whole thing? I love honesty, you guys. Thank you. Good. And then turn your feet wide, come into squat for just a breath. Some of you want to come into crow pose. Some of you stay in chair for a moment. So if you want to come into crow pose, place your hands down on the floor. Scoot your knees up to the upper armpit, the shelf of your upper arms. And maybe just lean forward and see if you can come to your tippy toes. Maybe that's all you're doing and that feels really good and enough. Yeah. And then release back down, standing forward bend. And step back, downward facing dog. Good, send that right leg forward. Lower the back knee, Anjaneyasana. Arms out. Good. Nice knee. Keep that knee pointing at that second toe. And again, your shin action is very important here. Even your back shin. So if you feel like your back leg isn't anchored enough, tuck your toes. Nice, you guys. I like your variations too. Push that knee forward, Maren. Beautiful. And then take your hands down to the floor, straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Straighten the front leg, dig that heel down into the floor, pull it back. And once you find that forward bend for you today, right, so lean forward into it, blocks are nice. Scoop the low belly, send the sit bones back even more, and then fold 1 inch further forward. So you found your edge, then you re-scoop the navel and you re-widen the sit bones, and then go 1 inch further. Good. And then come back up. Beautiful, you guys. Spending time with yourself, downward facing dog, the wisdom of you, the sun child that you are. Take it through vinyasa if you'd like. Kalima, she destroys the world to deliver us back to the void, which has unlimited potential. That's where we are right now. Destroy the world. Destroy what is not good. Never has worked, but we became blind to it. Left foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Inhale the arms up to the sky. So you can play with variations here for sure, right? You can clasp your hands together over the top of your head, point your fingers straight up. That's a really powerful mudra, right? Overhead. You can bend your elbows. I know Margie was doing that before. That felt so good. Maybe clasp your hands behind you. Very vulnerable time, you guys. So vulnerable. And the way we move through and navigate through is that we be ourselves. We allow ourselves to show up in a way that is most powerful for who we are. Maybe we're loud, maybe we're soft. Really good, you guys. Nice, Maren. And then touch those hands down to the floor. Good. And then straighten that front leg. So, yeah. So if you start in Ardha Hanumanasana, so your hip is on top of your knee, and you dig that left heel down, you pull it back. Beautiful. And then you widen the sit bones again, you pull the navel in, you get that sense of readjusting that inner core. And you readjust that low back and then maybe fold forward 1 inch more. Gorgeous, downward facing dog. Good, right foot forward, Anjaneyasana again, so drop your back knee. Inhale those arms to the sky. Now some of you, I want you to pay particular attention to that front knee and I want you to send it forward more. That's it, Kim. Yep, yep, yep. Nice. Now I need you to pull the navel in. Lift those hip points up. Good, and then place your right hand on your right knee and reach your left hand back for your ankle. Left hand back for your ankle. Lift that foot off the floor if you can. If you can't, stay right where you are. That's nice, Crystal. And then push your right knee forward with your right hand. Pull your left shoulder back a lot. Send your throat back. Good. Dig that left knee down and forward. Make sure you're not getting super hard in that left thigh. Push that left sit bone, left thigh back more. I always like to take the thigh back to touch the heel first so I get that space and then sink into it. Good. And then hands to the floor. Let's go back to Hanumanasana. This time, Ardha Hanumanasana or go straight into Hanumanasana. Straighten the legs more. Choose to take Hanuman leg a forward bend, or maybe on this one stay upright. Good. If you are taking Hanumanasana comfortably, feel free to reach back and take your ankle and take a thigh stretch in Hanumanasana. Most likely, if we're not in a full Hanuman, we won't be able to do that so simply. Nice, Ellen. Yep. Diane, Susan, Jane. All right. And hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Vinyasa of choice or none. Left foot comes forward when you're ready. Anjaneyasana. Nice, Claire. Good. Take your time here. The questions you ask yourself physically, right? Where am I tight? Where am I stuck? And then look for space there. It's kind of easy, right? Not easy, but that's the question. Where am I stuck in my body and where can I find space? Yep. And then if you can, reach back for that ankle. If not, stay right where you are. Nice, Angela. Yep. Just kind of shimmy in yourself. Like pull those hips back. Pull that knee forward. I promise you, if you widen those sit bones more, if you take more space into your back body, right, you'll feel more freedom here. Gorgeous. And then go ahead and come into Hanumanasana, straighten that front leg. Again, you can stand Ardha Hanumanasana, the half Hanuman. What does it feel like to hold your light, not someone else's? Hold your light. Do what it is you need to do. It's a very challenging time. Show up for you. And when you do that, you show up for the world. Beautiful, you guys. Downward facing dog. Then drop down to your knees. Bring your hands up to your hips, and let's do a little camel. It's never really a little camel. Camel's never little. But push your hips down so you feel your knees rooting into the floor. Lift your chest up, soften your front ribs. Pull your sit bones wide and apart as you start to reach back. Maybe you keep your hands on your hips the whole time. Maybe you tuck your toes and reach back for those ankles. But making the shape with your body, with your heart, with your breath. That's it, Anna. Yeah. Margie, beautiful. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue. Downward facing dog. Thank you. Beautiful, Meredith. All right, right foot forward, please. Walk to the left till you come to the center of your mat. Turn, turn, turn. And bow, deep bow. Be aware that you're not falling just onto your heels. So fall to your toes and then find your heels. And breathe deeply here. Nice, you guys. Hands on your hips, push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Turn your feet slightly in and then out again, so you're in a nice high squat. Inhale your arms over the top of your head. Clasp your hands together. Pointer finger reaches to the sky. And then the sound is har, H-A-R. Pump your navel in, so it's har, 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 har. Nice, Terry. Har, 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 har. Good. Inhale, straighten those legs. Drop your arms alongside the body. Just feel. H-A-R is translated as God or love. How is it possible if you're loving in such a big way that that's not enough? Whatever you're offering with love is enough. Or do more. If you feel like you have to do more, do more. But know that love is enough. Clasp your hands behind you. Turn your feet back parallel to each other. Inhale deeply, exhale, bow. Be the Kali that's in you. Destroy that negativity that's in you, that anger that's in you. Let your hands touch down to the floor. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Take it through a vinyasa if you'd like, or not. Good. Step that left foot forward. Walk to the right until you come to the center of your mat. A deep bow. Beautiful, everybody. Feel your fingertips, feel your toes. If anyone would like to go into Shirshasana here, you're welcome to drop your head to the floor. Squeeze those legs to the sky. Those of you who are playing in Shirshasana, please stay there and come down when you'd like. The rest of you, place your hands on your hips. Push down through your legs, rise up to stand. Once again, turn your feet slightly in and then turn your toes out. Bend your knees deeply, reach your arms to the sky, interweave your palms, press your pointer finger to the sky. And again, the sound is har, har, har. Pump your navel. Each time you say har, 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 reach up. Keep going. As much as you're reaching up, let your pelvis reach down. Get your pelvis to sink deep. Get very earthy in your pelvis. Nice, Tracy. Keep going. Reach as high as you're sinking low. It's a name of love. It's a name of God, of universe. Nice, Katrin. Keep going. Keep going. God is Kali. Help me maneuver me. Help me become more me. So that my love, my soul medicine is essential right now. Good. Last time. Har. Inhale, straighten those legs. Turn your feet straight ahead. Drop your arms. Just feel for a moment. And then clasp your hands behind your back. Bow forward. Drop your hands to the floor, walk to the front of your mat, standing forward bend. Come down into that squat and lie on your back, please. Draw your knees into your chest. Then let your feet come out like you're lying down frog. So turn your feet wide. Clasp your hands behind your head. Keep feeling that sense of squeezing the shins in but widening the knees. And then lift your head, neck, and chest up. And then bring it back down. So feet are off the floor. Do that with each exhale. That's it, Andra. So lift up on an exhale, lower back down on an inhale. Keep those legs up. Exhale as you lift and pull the navel to the floor. Good. Two more like that. And then draw those knees back into your chest. Good. Now lower your feet down to the floor, keeping your knees bent. Robot arms if you'd like. Get the shoulders to anchor into the earth. Lift the chest. Come on up into bridge. Maybe clasp your hands underneath you. That's up to you. What soul medicine are you offering right now? Your medicine is really important. My medicine is very important right now. But it's not going to look the same. It's not supposed to. Right? We're supposed to have our own way of offering into the world right now. That's why I asked you those questions, like what's coming up for you right now? What gifts are showing up for you? What are you looking at inside yourself to heal right now? Good, lower those hips back down. Now I want you, even if you're not going to go into a full wheel, right? I want you to place your hands by your ears as if you would be going into a full wheel. You don't have to. But I just want that the armpits to feel that sense of opening as you place your hands there. Navel in, pull your belly in, pull your ribs in, and widen your sit bones a lot here. So your hands can be right back by those ears as if you're going to go into a full wheel, a full back bend. And then just lift your hips up, just your hips. Now I want you to feel that spine as it's moving up. So you're not pushing through your hands. You're allowing your spine this gorgeous lift. Now either bring your arms back alongside of you or press through the hands. But as you press through the hands, let your spine bring you up into your full wheel. Good, and those of you in full wheel, bend your elbows for a moment and push your chest towards your fingertips. That's it, and then push back up into straight arms. So you're using spinal work, not just pushing through the legs and the arms. Good, and then everybody come one down. Good, turn over onto your belly. Reach back for your ankles. I'm back bending you today. Reach back for those ankles. You've already done the hard work. You already did Hanuman. If you cannot reach your ankles, take it into Cobra instead. Navel in. Lift both halves of the body. Good, push. If you have your ankles, push your ankles into your hands. Like if you're feeling extra groovy today, go for the rocking forward and back. If you're feeling softer today, just stay where you are and breathe. And then gently release and press back into child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, downward facing dog. Don't get mad at me. Right foot steps forward, Hanumanasana. What? What? You're kidding me. No, Hanumanasana. Right leg forward. This is where Jen Dorsey would say, turn off your video. She's back. She would say, turn off. Actually, she would say, aim your video to your ceiling so she can't see you. Good. Now, what does it feel like here, you guys, if you're not reaching back for that ankle, just to lift your back foot off the mat and click your heel toward your butt? That's it, Heidi. So you just bring that foot off the floor and then walk your hands back as much as you can. You got to squeeze your back knee forward and your front heel back. So you're squeezing your legs toward each other. And then try to come upright and take a more of a back bend here. Michelle, beautiful. Nice, Ronnie. Yep, Ronza, you got it. Nice, Stephanie. Tracy, beautiful. Yep, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Good, Katrin. Leave those hands to the floor and change side. Second side. Left foot forward, Hanuman. Find this for yourself. See what it feels like to have those hamstrings working in a way that dynamically opens you, not locks you down. That's it. Keep those hips square here. Now try to lift that back foot off the floor. Dig that back knee down, pull it forward, pull your front heel back, and then walk your hands back as much as you can, becoming as upright as possible. Back bend here, open your chest, open, open, open. And release. Very, very good. Downward facing dog. And then walk or jump to the front of your mat and take a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop wide. Nice, Audrey. Up. And then either walk your hands forward or stay right where you are. Ooh. And the distraction, right? There's a lot of pain. In this accelerated school of learning, there's a lot of pain. Where to show up and how to show up is completely yours. It's those quiet ones behind the scenes that are making a huge difference. And it's the ones that are out there loud and bright that are making a difference. Sometimes we're kind of made to feel guilty if we're doing it different than someone else's. That's ridiculous. Be you. Do you. So I want you to come on back up, and I want you to bring your feet out in front of you, bend your knee, keep your knees bent, and plant your feet in front of you. Bring your hands behind your back. So you're going to do a reverse table. Plant your feet well, lift your hips up, keep your navel in. And then lower your hips down and take your legs out in front of you for a boat pose. You can either go straight legs or keep your knees bent, but keep your heart lifted. And then go back again into that reverse table, hands down, lift up. When you take your hands behind you, you can always bend your elbows for a moment, lift your chest. That feels really good. So go ahead, everybody lower your hips down for a moment. Bend your elbows, sink back, and then lift your chest a lot. Keep your navel in. Good, now press your arms just straight and go ahead and lift up to that table again. And then lower your hips down and take it back into boat. Good, 2 more times, you guys. Nice. And then next time you're in boat, I want you to stay there. For how long? Good, now I want you from boat to start to lower yourself toward the floor, but don't touch down completely. And then try to pull yourself all the way back up to boat. Because it's fun. Do that one more time. Lower down where you're just hovering. You're hovering, hovering. Pull yourself back up. Some of your hovers are kind of high, by the way. And then lower all the way down. Lower all the way down to your back. She can't see me. Yes, I can. Nice, you guys. And then go ahead, bend your knees if they're not bent, and place your right ankle on top of your left knee, right ankle, left knee, and pull your left knee into your chest. Breathe deeply here, my friends. The good news is nobody knows what to do right now. But when we come back to our wisdom body, and we return over and over again to the, central place within the world, which is our heart, we'll know what to do, where to go, who to be, how to be. And we're going to make a lot of mistakes, and we're going to say things, that are crazy. And part of my questioning in myself is it okay if what I believe today might change tomorrow? Because this accelerated school of learning is really offering me incredible possibilities. Go ahead and change to the other ankle to knee, second side. I have to hold my own heart. It's the only heart I know how to hold. And my way might not be your way, and that's okay. Connect to your inner wild woman or wild man. The Aquarian age, they've given us this way of looking at it, that there's this 3D vibration, which means that everything I see in front of me is what I am, right? That's all I am is what I see in front of me. That's a 3D kind of vibration. 4D vibration is that I begin to question the world. 5D is I return to love. So we're moving in that really fast vibrational form. And I've said it from the beginning, stuff is changing fast. Thank God. but it's going to be challenging, right? There's going to be a lot of pain and suffering. Take those knees into your chest now and bring your nose to meet your knees. Squeeze up. And then release those legs down, release those arms down. Close your eyes and take Shavasana. Remember that you are a sun being. Don't compare yourself, however, to anyone else. There's this crazy feeling of feeling bad if you're not doing something the way someone else is doing it. What you're doing matters. Allow yourself to be caught up in your own heart, not in the fear of others. It's very difficult, this collective consciousness, how it streams through each and every one of us. Then we choose who we want to be, and how we want to be. When we love in such a big way, when we learn to love, it's all we're here for, you guys. Learning to love. Called the school of love, right? Go ahead and stretch your body in any way that feels right to you. And if you're lying down, of course, come on up to sit. Finish with our closing chant. Asato Masa Dagamaya. Asato Masa Dagamaya. Tamasoma Jyotiya. Mrichorma Amritam. Amritam Gamaya. Asato Masa Dagamaya. Tamasoma Jyotiya. Mrichorma Amritam. Amritam Gamaya. Asato Masa Dagamaya. Tamasoma Jyotiya. Mrichorma Amritam. Amritam Gamaya. Amritam Gamaya. Bringing your hands together at your heart center if they're not already there. May all beings everywhere awaken to their innate great perfection. May all beings everywhere experience life's true joys. May all beings everywhere be free from suffering and the root causes of suffering. And together, may we all abide in equanimity, free from attachments and aversions. Inhale deeply. Sliding your hands to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste, you guys. Namaste.
Namaste.